Hello there and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this going. And today it's just the back nine of this course. Here we go. Let's have a nice round. Yeah, the swing was a little bit rough on that one.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see on this one. And he's hitting out of the deep stuff here.
Come on.
This one's out of the rough, but might not be making it to the green.
What?
Okay, let's see how he deals with this sand trap.
Playing golf.
And I don't think this is enough from the sand.
Playing the online golf.
This is our third shot. That'll work.
I found 250 at one of the Tim's. What?
And with this, he could
What the
save
fuck?
his par.
How the fuck do you do that?
And this putt's going to put him one up.
So what? Like you got the money, but then they just put your thing in the minus?
First hole didn't work out for us, did it? Gonna have to regroup for the second hole. See if we can get back to all square. All right, par 3 for the 11th hole.
Yeah, I forgot tomorrow's Sunday. The pawn shop's not even open.
Here we go. Let's see what this guy does.
What? Yeah. Yeah.
And they're going with the
But I gotta wait till Monday. I was gonna take my PlayStation in it either way.
All right, that rolls into the second cut. Second
No,
shot here on the
get
11th.
money on the 30th. Still at fucking a week. Still a week. I was waiting to see if you'd figure out if there wasn't 28 days in March. People keep quitting. Who? What? Who are you talking to? Cleaning out for what?
2K Sports and the PGA Tour are thrilled to bring you the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're back at Oakmont Country Club for the finale of this year's U.S. Open, where a winner will be crowned. Our final round coverage starts right now. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beam and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, this week Oakmont Country Club welcomes the 125th U.S. Open. What can the players expect from this layout?
Andrew, I've said this to many people before, but Oakmont Country Club is the one golf course in the United States, probably the world, that I would actually pay good money not to have to play again. I've competed in one U.S. Open here, and it was so brutal, I thought, I can't handle this. And I couldn't handle a lot of U.S. Opens, but this could be it. They actually slow the greens down from normal play. They slow them down. That's how much of a test this is. I have to say, it is beautiful now that they had all the trees removed for the most part. But when you have par threes that are 303 yards, no thank you. I'll take a pass.
Let's see what happens here on the second hole.
Most players with such a short distance are not going to challenge this hole with the driver. They're going to lay it up with some sort of iron, just have a wedge for their second shot to a green that tilts severely from back to front, and all kinds of movement on it. This is a wonderful short par 4.
This player won their last event. Let's see if that momentum carries on.
Well, it's certainly in their favor, isn't it? Winning breeds winning. It wouldn't surprise me to see them win again this week.
And just a tap in left for birdie. Moving on to the next. Let's take a look back at Justin Thomas from earlier today.
This was his third.
Okay, it was important to see that shot. Let's take a look at the updated leaderboard. Now to the tee of the par 4 third hole.
Church pews down the left-hand side, and the longer you go into the fairway, the more narrow that fairway gets. So players laying back with something other than driver. Second shot back uphill to a blind green. It's got a runoff area fronting it and a runoff area behind it, making distance control so important.
This is a 150-yard shot. That's a textbook swing on the approach shot.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
This putt for a birdie. After that hole, our featured player is making a move. Let's check out the par 5 fourth.
And the church pews once again down the left-hand side. Second shot completely blind to the green. If you can, lay it up to a high spot over on the left-hand side. Third shot goes straight downhill to a green that's receptive for all kinds of wedges.
Let's check out some highlights from earlier in the round.
We heard some applause a little while ago. Let's see if it comes from this approach shot.
He has his eyes set on one place and one place only. It's the green.
On the green in 2. How about that?
Using all of his muscles to get that one home in 2.
Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
Oh, I thought that putt was going in for eagle. That putt drops. That's 2 birdies in a row, and some momentum is building.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
The high caliber architectural work here at Oakmont on full display here at the 5th.
Just a fairway metal long iron required off the tee. You want to avoid the bunkers on the left-hand side as best possible. Second shot down the hill to a Redan-style green that works from right to left and front to back. Big bunkers on the left-hand side you want no part of.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Well, got some sort of streak going on here. Greens in regulation. What a statistic.
It's amazing to see how good this player is in full flow.
Just got to find a little bit more length to that putting stroke. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Trailing by 4 strokes. The 6 here at Oakmont is a beautiful par 3, playing back up the hill.
Not much of a green to work with here whatsoever, especially going in with a mid to long iron. Your goal here is to find the center of the green every single day.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 13 feet to the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
What a putt that was. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And as we check the standings, our leader has a 1-stroke advantage.
Now teeing off on the par 4 7th hole.
Bunker down the right-hand side could see a lot of action as this fairway does camber from left to right. So be wary of that. Down the left-hand side is where you want to be for your second shot. You get to look down on the green ever so slightly. There is an opening fronting this green, so you can chase your second shot in there if you choose to do so.
Here's Matty Fitzpatrick setting up his next shot. Currently 4 shots off the pace. Well, this one's right at the pin. Oh. And just a supremely accurate shot from way out. Right at it.
All right, let's get back to the action.
This one needs to kick left and kick left hard.
Okay, that's going to play. Here's a putt to move into 3rd place. Let's check in with Henny.
Setting up this putt 14 feet from the cup.
And just a tap in left for par. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player in a tie for 5th. Well, let's see what happens here at number 8.
Difficult tee shot here, straight back up the hill. You got a trench over the left-hand side. It's got some dry grass in it you want no part of. Second shot plays straight back up the hill into the clubhouse. And look at this, squared off green. The back third of it is actually the practice green. This is such a cool feature of this golf course. I love this hole.
Gonna really have to hit this one. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
This putt is breaking right to left.
Wow, 5 feet remain. Here's a look at how things stand. It's a one-shot lead. Time for the tee shot on this par 4 hole.
A tee shot here, the fairway cambers from left to right, kicking the golf ball into the right-hand rough. Hopefully you can find the fairway. But from there, your second shot now goes to a green where the green tilts from right to left. This is a unique design feature and makes this par 4 super challenging.
Oh, that one was dialed in. What a shot.
You know what? That deserves a golf clap.
He taps that in for par. We start the back 9 with a par 4.
Yeah, this fairway, you can get a couple of really strange bounces. You land it short of these bunkers here. It kicks hard to the right. You get it past it, though. Now it kicks hard left. Second shot plays down the hill to a green that tilts from right to left severely. This par 4 is super difficult.
Okay, I didn't see that from the rough.
And the mindset now is to get up and down from here. That is the perfect position to leave it in.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
As we move on to the next hole, we show you he is in a tie for 6th place.
And 11 runs parallel, but back up the hill, Rich, and there's a trench that gets in the way of the tee.
You want to favor the left-hand side as best possible, as at the flattest spot on this fairway. From there, you've got a green that swings from left to right and back to front. Really difficult
Nothing,
to
just
judge
smoking
the
golf balls.
spin on your second shots here and get it close.
Sitting at 2 under par. A wonderful shot. A chance for birdie here on the 11th.
And where are you?
And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. A par putt on the table. Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Currently 2 under for the tournament. The expression big boy par 5 gets used a fair bit in golf, but this one is definitely that at Oakmont, the 12th hole.
Straight downhill you go. Shorter hitters have to worry about the first section of bunkers on the right-hand side. Longer hitters, the ones on the left. If you can find the happy medium, then you might actually thinking about going forward in 2. However, high stakes ensue. A difficult area to land your second shot when you're laying up. However, this green is not very difficult once you're on it. Not a whole lot of movement here.
Oh, I like the courage here, Rich, getting after this par 5 in 2.
As they should. What a play. Hopefully they'll be rewarded for that play.
Henny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is testing. A big right to left slope.
Trying to get 3 under par with this putt. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
He's 13 feet out. Unlucky for some.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This one is for par.
Unfortunately, that'll be a 3-putt par there. The 13th is a cool par 3 that works its way back up the hill.
13. Not a lucky number per se, and this is probably the reason why. This green is heinous. It is painful, even when you're on it, to try and judge the distance line break of your putts. I have to say, I've played a lot of difficult par 3s in my days. This one ranks right up there with the hardest.
And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
I tell you what, Inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard. Things are definitely heating up.
And he's right in the thick of it. Needs to really make a move soon, though. Well, this player's been making some moves on the leaderboard, Rich.
We expected to see someone come out of the pack to contend for this title. This player is doing just that.
That's a good shot by him. He'll be delighted.
With this one for back-to-back birdies.
Good opportunity here to move into a tie for third.
Good opportunity for a fast finish with just 4 holes to go.
Let's check out the 15th. It's a par 4.
Good news is they give you ample room off this tee. Church-style pew bunkers down the left-hand side. Fairway cambers from left to right. From there, though, you have a green that sits down below you, but also chases away from you. You can land it short and bounce it on there, but when the pin's all the way back, it forces you to go after it.
Okay, nothing spectacular, but safe. Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Henny, how tricky is this one?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
Way too much on that one. And a 4-footer left. Here's a look at the way things stand. He is currently in the tie for 3rd place. Now to 16, it's a par 3.
You want to try and land your tee shot if you can on the front left third of this green. A lot of movement from left to right here on this green. If you hit it in the front bunker here, 4 is almost a must. But if you find the green, you just might walk out of here with an easy 3.
Too much power on that stroke. Wow, you hit an approach shot like that and still come away with a par. That is a bummer.
Couldn't convert after 2 good shots there. Disappointment as they're so close to the lead.
That is a bold play, and it pays off. And now only down 1, an eagle look.
I love the aggressive play, especially with being 1 shot back. This sets up an eagle opportunity.
He's looking for this to break left. All right, chirp, chirp. Let's see if we can put a birdie on the scorecard. He makes the putt. That's birdie number 6 today. He's teeing off on 18, tied for the lead.
Ooh, can we avoid the playoff? I'm not so sure.
That is a massive drive. All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Do-do-do-do-do.
The club choice is a 6-iron. What a beautiful leave right there.
Birdie at the last. This for another.
This is a putt for the clubhouse lead. Oh, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. And Rich, we saw the moves earlier. You gotta love a comeback.
Hard to see this one playing out the way that it
US
did.
Open champion.
Wow, what a victory. Love to see the comeback win.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.
Are you still there? I'm the US Open champion. Yeah.